welcome back. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday today. Thanks for stopping in and talking with me for just a few minutes about some movies. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about a movie from 1993 called Robot Wars. Now, this is a sequel to a movie I reviewed a few days ago called Robot Jox, directed by Stuart Gordon. Well, this one is directed by a guy named Albert Brand, and this is pretty much the sequel to Robot Jox. It's kind of the same setting. This time there's like some evil guys trying to resurrect a Megarobot, and it's just a really corny and endearing story because it's just a bunch of it reminds me of animes like Gundam Wing and things like that, where it's people fighting in giant mechs, and I've always been a fan of that kind of stuff. And the stop motion is brilliant. The miniatures are detailed, they look great. This is pre-CGI, so everything is practical. You have miniatures, you have probably remote controlled robots of some sort walking around these little miniature sets and stuff. You have actors that are in cockpits that you can tell on the outside is literally just one of those screens that has the backgrounds that just keep scrolling past. Like, there's nothing CGI about this, and that's what I respect about these kind of films, is that it was people with a passion, with a dedication to their craft, where they went and they made these miniatures. They painted them. They put all these details into them. It was a labor of love. And even though it had the budget of a piece of baling wire and a shoestring, it was still well made. Even though, I'm sure it's not an Oscar-winning movie. It's not even an Oscar-worthy movie. The acting is, subpar. These guys are like your local community theater actors in a low budget B film, but they all play their parts with passion, from the special effects to the actors to the score, the editing. Everything is done with love, and you can tell that by the way that the film is made. Again, the miniatures and things, the level of detail in them, from like little nuts and bolts and screws to pieces of piping and things like that, it's all just immaculately done. The acting, community theater, like I said, but we have people in there that are giving it their all. They probably need to workshop some things. They probably need to go to some classes. They probably need to get better agents to get them better roles, to give them more experience than just these little, pissant productions, these B movies that they're making. But guys, these people, they have the heart for it. They're not just phoning it in. They're not just going, hey, this is a $25 paycheck, because that's probably about how much they got paid. They're not like, this is a small paycheck, so I'm just going to do, minimal work. No, these people, they really, really tried. And I have to give them props for that, I do. Now, am I going to say that this movie is like a must-see? You got to see this. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to blow smoke up your butt like that and just, praise this. I will praise what is good about this film, and that's the special effects and the miniatures. Some of the acting's okay. But let's talk about the cons, all right? The cons are the budget, right? The budget is, I didn't even bother looking it up. I kind of wish I would have now, so I could tell you how much money they had to play around with was for, talent, special effects, editing, scoring, all that kind of stuff. But the budget is probably this film's biggest setback is, they only had so much money to do what they did, and for that, I applaud them, because they took very little and made something special out of it, right? I mean, we've got giant robot scorpions that are supposed to be full of people fighting in a big I mean, it's a fun watch, guys. It really is an entertaining time at the theater. I say theater, at your TV, because that's where I watched it. So, Robot Wars, though, this guy, Albert Brand, right? I don't think he had the pizzazz that Stuart Gordon has. Stuart Gordon has an eye for things that most people don't, as far when it comes to low budget stuff. He can make do with very little and make something really special out of it. And that's what he did with Robot Jocks. And I think if Stuart Gordon would have come back, this probably would have gotten a higher score for me, because I feel like it would have been more fleshed out. Because the story is goofy, it's corny, it's got plenty of plot holes, it's got, plenty of continuity errors in it. I mean, but I think Stuart Gordon probably would have nipped that in the bud. You know what I mean? He would have been like, no, this needs to be fixed this way, things like that. But overall, I think that Robot Wars is a very worthy sequel. I would highly recommend watching it for anybody that has seen Robot Jocks. You definitely got to follow up with the sequel, because it is also entertaining. This isn't going to get as good a score as Robot Jocks got. It's going to get a half a star less. I'm going to go with 2.5 out of 5 on this one, because again, it was lacking that special something. I don't know exactly what that something was, but it was lacking that, and so I had to take a half a star for it. It just didn't engage me as much as Robot Jocks did. But anyway, guys, oh yeah, and you can check out Robot Wars. Let me tell you where you can check it out at. You can check it out on Prime, you can check it out on Tubi, you can check it out on Freevee, you can check it out on all those places. So, if you get the hankering for some old school mech warfare, check out Robot Jocks and Robot Wars, guys. But anyway, that's it for me. I send y'all my love. And guys, thanks so much for tuning in, for coming by, talking. If you like the reviews, by all means, like and subscribe, my friends. Let's start some conversations. If you've seen the movie and you like it, let me know. If you haven't seen the movie and you want to know more about it, ask some questions. Guys, I'm going to keep making them as long as you guys keep watching them. Peace out. God bless you, my friends, and I'll see you soon.